matchup of inexperienced teams, young ball clubs. Brent, talk about some of the challenges that come with coaching a team so young.
I think the idea for most of the coaches is they see it in the eyes of the players. They want everything now. They want it so fast, and they're not quite sure about the steps to get to the end game. That's the most important thing for a coach, is to talk about the small steps throughout any given season that the coach can put in front of them. And some of those challenges, you find out also which of the guys are willing to accept the team challenge as opposed to the individual one.
But challenging nonetheless in every way.
Oh yeah, and for 8 months of it, Kevin.
Yeah.
So get ready for massive parenting for the year for this coaching staff.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Crowder in at the 3 slot. Here's Williamson, and that one goes long. Outside Crowder. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now here is Holiday. Over Jackson. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
Good work there as it goes.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
For 3, Ingram. And the Pelicans miss again. The Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Here's Holiday. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Kev, I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight. Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup. Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
To the inside. And it's Morant. That time on the assist from Valanciunas. That's now 8 points for Ja Morant. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Ball. Banked in off the glass.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
Pass to Morant. Outside Jackson. Crowder against Ingram. 4 on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder. A sturdy 2-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
The first one falls.
And last season, the shadow of Anthony Davis's trade request hanging over this Pelicans franchise. A lot to wrestle with.
Yeah, it was an interesting year for the organization with all the news on AD wanting that trade and then nothing happening and then resting him. But I'll tell you what, this wasn't just something where that problem was swept under the rug. The Pelicans decided to just blow that all away. New leadership in the front office, ownership, a revamped roster, the first overall pick in Zion Williamson. The excitement in New Orleans after that trade is on an all-time high.
Now here's Williamson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He had a lot of praise for Jrue Holiday, saying he gets after it at both ends, defends multiple positions, versatile offensively. I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how special a player he is. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Williamson with it. Jackson on him. And that one's good. Williamson.
I'll tell you, the plus wingspan is part of what makes Williamson so difficult to defend.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Valanciunas. Derek Favors with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And it's Williamson missing. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Not going to go that time. Pelicans trail by 4. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. He kicks it to Ball. Outside Holiday. Now here's Williamson. Guarded by Valanciunas. Just 3 to shoot. And it's Williamson missing.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Crowder, the pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Ingram. No good from Valanciunas.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Ball, no good.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So Morant will go to the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Ingram. The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hart's checked in.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
Holiday, and it's blocked.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Holiday. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
First free throw is good. New Orleans making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Jackson hits both of them.
Alvin Gentry has seen a lot in his time around the NBA, and last year in New Orleans, really no different, with injuries and trade demands from their top player. It was about trying to keep things together. I don't know, maybe the reward of all that was the roster that he has in front of him now.
And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
On defense, New Orleans, 9-point game. Passes to Crowder. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And sometimes when a new front office takes over, a coaching change comes next. But Alvin Gentry continues as head coach with the Pelicans.
Well, a good reason for that is the previous relationship that Alvin Gentry had with David Griffin during their times in Phoenix. They've done a tremendous job of setting the table here. A new infusion of talent, different coaches, a change in front office, a new direction from the ownership group. And this is going to give Alvin Gentry the runway to grow and learn with some tremendous young players.
Here's Ball. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Ball kicks to Favors. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. And the pass to Hart. Top of the key ball. Clock at 6. Reddick passes to Miller. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Crowder kicks to Morant. Ball against Crowder. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Attacking the rack to great effect.
The Grizzlies shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Some changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Anderson comes in for Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Free throw, no good for Crowder. Well, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. Do you think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically, but certainly every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
Now here's Jones. Back to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. There's the 3. Pelicans pull it in.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Ball kicks to Hart. Over to the wing. Here's Hayes. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Memphis leading by 11. Jones looking for an opening. Crowder, the pass to Anderson. Here's Clark. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Grizzlies coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
First one falls for him.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development. It's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Hayes. Now the dish to Reddick. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Brett, kind of a musical chairs situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise, this season moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
And the first one drops.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's MO all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
And so he hits both. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Here's Clark. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Ball, the pass to Melly. To the middle. Now here's Redick. He dishes it to Ball. Pass to Melly. Shot from 12. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And Ball sets up his teammates when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Here's Clark. He feeds it to Hill. Kicks to Jones. Over Hart. Jones, no luck.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
So much talk about 48 minutes. The team with the lead letting its guard down now.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Shot from the inbound. And there's the nice layup by Hill. And the Grizzlies lead by 11. New Orleans gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Redick dishes to Hayes. Passes it to Melly. Redick is in the corner. Here's Hart. Off target from outside. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Here's Hill. Sweet little floater.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
So it's the Pelicans now. The Grizzlies making the shot. With the teardrop, and the layup is up and in. Hart's got his second bucket of the game to go.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And so it's Memphis. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Grizzlies enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Here's Hart. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. He's out there with Okafor. And it's Hart in at the small forward position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Dishes it to Hayes. It's stolen by Jones. A finish. And Clark slams it in.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Holiday against Jones. Holiday, the pass to Redick. From outside, off the mark. And so Hill will bring it up for Memphis. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And Anderson gets it to go.
Anderson has those long strides anytime he's in the open court. A difficult player to guard when he's going to the rack.
Here's Hart. The Grizzlies making the shot. On the wing, Holiday. He's covered by Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Holiday, the pass to Hayes. Over Anderson. Misses off the right iron. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Outside, Jones. Here's Clark. He has 6. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Outside, Redick. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Okafor kicks to Hart. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is New Orleans. Down low, stolen by Anderson. Here's Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Jones against Holiday. And the wide open shot from Redick. A three-pointer is right on target. Redick's got 5 now.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And that one's good by Clark.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Holiday against Jones. Holiday surveying the floor. And there's the pass to Okafor. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Jones. And it's Memphis on the break. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And slam dunk by Clark.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
There's so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker, take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
Ray, you suited up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom, moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case.
Right.
But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Okafor with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Holiday finds Okafor. Redick with the 3. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Memphis leading by 18. Now Morant. 11 points in the game. Here's Valanciunas. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And it's Williamson missing.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Memphis moving it around. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
Feeds to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Now here's Ingram. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And the speed of Ingram makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls, constantly keeping them guessing.
Inside, Valanciunas.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Redick dishes to Holiday. Morant with the steal. And now the Grizzlies fast break. Here's Jackson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram. For Memphis, they have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8. The free throw drops for Jackson. Greg, a new look roster for the Grizzlies. They got a lot more athletic this past summer.
Well, Ja Morant and Brandon Clark, their first-round picks, 2 of the more explosive players in the draft. The Grizzlies last in the league in pace last season. They may have cause to accelerate that tempo this year.
Good on both.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
Now here's Favors. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 6. Redick for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And at 6'3", Morant sure can fly. Love when he gets up and throws it down.
And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The feed now to Valanciunas. Here's Jackson, up again, and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Redick with the bucket.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And stolen by Favors. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Ingram's got his second basket of the game.
And Ingram is just so long. I mean, he covers a ton of space and just so quick in transition.
Covered by Redick. His first shot coming late, and another basket for Memphis. New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. To the paint, here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
Count the basket. And that's 15 points for Ja Morant.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Ingram right side. Pass the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Redick for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Morant, and the rejection by Favors. And here is Ball. He kicks to Ingram. Takes the 3, and Redick the bucket on the assist from Ingram. And that's 15 points for J.J. Redick.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Passes it to Morant. There's the lob to Jackson. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Ingram with it. Out guarded by Crowder. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Love how Ingram toys with the opposition, drawing contact very easily on these kinds of attempts.
And another name included in that Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Still a lot to like about his game.
Pairs up well with what the Pelicans are trying to do. Perhaps the biggest asset coming over to New Orleans could flourish in this system.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
The 2nd overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes, but whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. He hits the 2nd from the line. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
And the rejection by Favors. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Now here's Ball. Ingram outside. The dish to Redick. Lock at 6. Ball kicks to Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. They have a 19-point lead. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. To the inside. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Redick. He's got 15. From deep. Unable to get that one. And so it's Memphis with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Memphis came out looking very confident. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together some excellent possessions early. After a well-executed first quarter, they held the lead by 11. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, Good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, it's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Brooks the 2 with Crowder the 3. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Clark, and it's Morant in at the 1. Here's Holiday, drilled from 11 feet out. Holiday's got 6.
Really nice balance, good base, solid rhythm. Holiday can be effective when he's got that kind of stuff from the mid-range going.
Here's Clark. Morant with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that? Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
Ball with it. Nice D from Valanciunas.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Morant. He's got 18. That one good for 2. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Ingram finds ball. New Orleans moving the ball around. For the 3. The shot by Holiday, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And stolen by Williamson. He dishes it to Holiday. That one misses, and it's Memphis the other way. And the wide open shot from Crowder, and it's Williamson with the rebound.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Clark. 14 points for him. Crowder feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. Morant. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ball's got his 4th rebound in this one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the shot is good.
Killing them softly there. Holiday with the floater over the top. And that puts the D in a tough spot.
Now Morant. 20 points for him. At the top of the key, Clark. Here's the teardrop. Some solid defense from Ingram. Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Josh Hart comes in for Lonzo Ball. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside Holiday. Out to the right wing. And Hayes kicks to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. From past the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
To the middle. And he goes in for the dunk.
And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Holiday. The pass to Valanciunas. It's blocked. Ingram outside. Down low. And there's Williamson on the assist from Ingram. 10 points for Zion Williamson.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays. Hits perimeter shots. And the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Memphis. On defense, the Pelicans. They trail by 16. Now here's Morant, guarded by Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Valanciunas passes to Morant. From deep, Brooks knocks down the 3 ball. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Okafor dishes to Ingram. Back to Okafor. Pass to Hart from downtown. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Hill. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Ingram. Again, the Pelicans score.
How ridiculous is Ingram? Just toying with the defense's emotions with that ball handler.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Holiday.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight, and few players are more explosive athletically.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Brooks. And he sinks the second.
And as good as Morant's been, there's still plenty of upside. One of the younger players to enter the draft in 2019.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Pass to Valanciunas for 3. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
For New Orleans, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good for Ingram.
And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. Whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
The Grizzlies had been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Hart. He has 6. Shot from 12. Valanciunas grabs the board. And so he'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's an 18-point game. Kicks it to Morant. Touched by Okafor. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Anderson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Off the inbound pass. And it's off the back rim. No good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And foul on the shot. So
both of Drew Holiday in that aspect this year, Kevin, with all of the additions of young, unrealized talent. Zion Williamson, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. Drew Holiday has got to be much more of a conductor this year, along with keeping his levels of performance elite.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves
it. He doesn't get the second one. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. And Hill has it in the corner. Anderson outside, fires it up. They get it back. Jackson, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Jackson's got 12 in the game. For New Orleans, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point, going 7 of 14. Holiday gets the bucket.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
The kick out to Anderson. The pass to Hill. Just 5 to shoot. That's tipped. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Hill. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Quick, active hands. Holiday knows a thing or two about collecting some steals.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Jones. Shot clock reset for Memphis. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Ingram outside. Off target with his 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And he drops it in from the low post. 14 points for him.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Floats one. It's deflected. 4-on-3 break. Here's Hart. Softly drops in the floater. Hart's got 8.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. J.J. Redick's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Holiday against Jones. Pass to Clark. Redick with the double team. 6 on the shot clock, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Pelicans now. Pelicans trail by 15. Outside Holiday. Pass to Hart. Jackson comes over with the double. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hayes, no good.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Some changes for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes, and it's Lonzo Ball in for Drew Holiday. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season. Nicolo Melli had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
Now, here's Ball. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. 1:11 left in the third. And stolen by Favors. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Redick for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Anderson outside. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. The shot's good. 18 points for Jaren Jackson.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Redick finds Ball. Here's Melli. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Outside Jackson. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Clark the pass to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Redick inside the line. Can't nail the jumper. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 14. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Their backcourt, Ball and Redick. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Hart in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Shot clock at 5. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
I love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
And for Memphis, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Outside for Jackson from the arc, and another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Outside, Redick with the shot. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. To the wing on the left. Jones against Ball. Outside Crowder. No good that time. Great D that time from Favors.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, a new start for Lonzo Ball, part of that massive Anthony Davis trade over the summer. And for Lonzo, things not working out in LA. I wonder if being away from everything that LA offers up is going to allow Lonzo to focus back in both on playing and on making sure his body is ready for the rigors of an 82-game season.
And with the Pelicans, Ball can be quite dangerous in an Alvin Gentry offense.
Yeah, this up-tempo style that Alvin likes to play, a lot of it borrowed from the 7 seconds or less offense of Mike D'Antoni, is going to be very exciting. They could be a league pass team as Lonzo Ball loves to advance it with the pass, finding players like Ingram, Holiday, and of course Zion Williamson on the break could lead to some exciting basketball in the Bayou.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Morant. Pass to Crowder. No good on that one. Great D that time from Favors. Here's Hart, and he slams it in.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Now here's Morant. And it's Brooks in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pelicans trailed by 11. Here's Hart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Brooks the pass to Clark. Here's Morant. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Morant's got 25 points.
Proving how dominant he can be. When Morant is shooting with confidence, it really allows him to take over.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
The pass to Valanciunas. Dishes it to Morant, and it's blocked.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
And there's Favors putting it right back in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Morant. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
3-point shooting since the half.
has been about as good as you could ask for.
Ball kicks to Favors, throws it up high, and the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
The teardrop falls in. Morant's got 12 points in just the second half.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Outside Favors. Pass the ball. He feeds it to Williamson. Valanciunas on the double team. Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Brooks outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Fader on the way. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And Ball, a terrific distributor. He's got great size at that point guard position, which enables him to see over smaller defenders.
Here is Brooks after J.J. Redick's bucket. And the rejection by Favors. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. So for the Pelicans, Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Holiday in for J.J. Redick. Five on the clock. Here's Morant. The shot, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Holiday attacking, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Well, we should all take a Holiday like that there. Get some speed under the rim, driving inside, and really taking off for the jam.
Morant dishes to Valanciunas. That shot misses. The layup off target. Here's Holiday. He gets that one. And now it's only a 5-point Memphis lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Brooks outside to the inside. Ingram with the steal. Here's Williamson. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Now he's put on a shooting display here in the second half. He really seems to be in a great groove right now.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Well, if there was ever a no-doubt #1 pick, it is Zion Williamson. Brent, New Orleans jumped at the chance to draft him.
Yeah, hard to think of a transition where you have a transcendental star in Anthony Davis in the 7 seasons he gave to the Pelicans, that Zion Williamson would come in and almost make you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Kevin, but forget about AD. There's that much excitement and enthusiasm around what the talent set is and the skill set of this young star player could be.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. Let's see how it plays out, Kevin.
Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
Now, here's Ball. Here's Ingram. Oh, the jam by Ingram.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They trail by 3. Here's Brooks. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. And the Pelicans with possession here. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. So it's the Pelicans now. Here's Williamson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Williamson's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside Crowder. Five to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
No, that just happened. This is why they go to Zion. His teammates trusting in his ability to get the job done.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
And here's Morant. Holiday brings the double team. Brooks gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Outside Holiday. With some arc. Doesn't go for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Morant. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. The Pelicans trail. Passes it to Ball. Brooks on the double team. Ball dishes to Ingram. There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Williamson.
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining. He's extremely productive.
1:53 left in the game. Brooks against Holiday. Here's Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And that's 31 points for John Morant.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot. Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Memphis leading. Here's the pass to Morant. The dish to Valanciunas. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Here's Morant, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 5-point Memphis lead.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Double team on Holiday. Outside Favors. It's Ingram on the wing. Defended by Crowder. Ingram passes to Holiday. Over Brooks. And the Pelicans miss again. And he commits the intentional foul. .35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Morant. To the paint and stolen by Favors.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good for Ingram.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
And so they foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 5. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Three from the inbound. It's rebounded by Memphis. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
The three. And no good. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. There is a better game, there is a worse game, but, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.